Hey y'all, it is your girl Fallon back with another video, and this time we are going to be talking about Loki episode 3. But first, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so there will be some spoilers, so this is your first and only warning: spoilers ahead. So I'm going to try to avoid spoiling too much of this episode for y'all. So let's get started. First of all, we really get to meet quote-unquote Lady Loki. And I'm going to just say this up front. I don't believe this is actually Lady Loki. I feel like we're going to be let down, and it's going to be a situation not dissimilar to the whole Ralph Boner thing back with WandaVision, saying, oh, there's this great character, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, but is she really who we think she is? In the credits, she is not credited as Lady Loki. She is credited as Sylvie, who, if you're a fan of the comics, you will recognize that name as one of the incarnations of Enchantress. Definitely not Amora. And to give you a little bit background on Sylvie, her character, it was all a trick by Loki to make, to give someone power, to make them feel like they were someone important, that they were of Asgard, and it totally wasn't. Which I feel like is what's going to happen here. A Loki or a version of Loki may be pulling this trick on her and have been for many years. We don't know exactly how old Sylvie is. She could be in her early 20s, mid-20s, early 30s, or she could be a couple hundred years old, and this has been a long game for a version of Loki. I honestly don't think Sylvie is going to be who we think she is, because I don't know why Hollywood likes to set up expectation to be one thing, and then next it's like, no. And it's even mentioned in I think, episode 2, or it was episode 1, where Mobius, apologies, was telling Loki that it's in his nature to try to be nice to someone, get in their good graces, before he's going to betray them. And I think that's what we're seeing right now in this episode between Loki and Sylvie. They do have to team up. I'm not going to tell you what happened. You have to watch the episode for yourself to see that. But interesting dialogue happens. We get to see Loki acting very Asgardian, and it really, you could argue about nature versus nurture in that one scene, but it's like, is this all a ploy? Because I honestly think this entire episode is part of a ploy. Loki's trying to befriend this version of him who doesn't really trust him. And for good reason. As far as sexuality, I'm not going to be discussing it here, but I really do agree with what young Ripa said about got it wrong, or Loki's trying to play a long game with his quote-unquote double. And I know we still have a ton of Lokis to meet, and Tom Hiddleston said the next 2 episodes are going to be crazy. So I'm looking forward to those. I hope you will too. I enjoyed this episode more or less, and it left me with a question that I hope y'all can answer. Does Loki have the time stone? Love to hear from y'all down below in the comments section. This is Millennial Me, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.